The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
For the Bears, it's 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw, Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, go. 18, 5 in. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
To throw is Fields.
That's going to be caught.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Now Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, the pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
19 right.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Drop 50, drop 50.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Ready, break. Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos. Come back in, come back in. Pat the street, pat the street. Back to 60. Ready.
Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the... The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and inches, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. Warriors, 17.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The Fields going to take this himself. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Past the 20. And I think the ball's out. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want...
You're the boss.
We get the interception. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
50 Vikings.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun snap, Fields able to hit his target, Claypool. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a great read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game,
That's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And they're going to get this up to midfield. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All eyes on Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You took the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this, in Miami.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.